Hello and welcome to nature. I'm in a brand new space, a space that I have not experienced before. I'm in Wales. I've come across the England-Wales border to a wonderful space near Abergavenny, and it's called Three Pools, and it's a festival site, a nature-based festival site, and it's the location of Campout 2024 that I'm honoured to be part of. I attended Campout 2023 at Braziers Park in Oxfordshire last year with my friend Pete Lawrence and Dan Aston Gregory, and had such a wonderful time guiding natural mindfulness walks, forest bathing experiences, and helping people develop a deeper connection with nature, their true nature, and discovering and growing a greater sense of self aligned with our true nature. I enjoyed it so much that I was really pleased when Pete invited me back to partner with Campfire and Campout 2024 and bring my experience and my take on nature connection with those that are attending Campout 2024. Thank you to those of you that have already booked on, especially those of you from my Nature Connection World community. I'm looking forward to meeting you all at Campout 2024. If you haven't already decided if you're going to join us or not, there are still tickets available. There's still places available. It's in August, early August. I'll put the details below this video for you with links to booking. So if any of you are last minute people like me and decide, I'm going to go, I'm just going to go. It's 4 days immersed in this beautiful space. And I've just come up looking for a space to bring people. And I found, I could see from the site below, there are three, it's called Three Pools because there are 3 pools there. One of them is a wild swimming pool. And I looked up, and on the hill just above the camp is this lovely coppice wood, which is full of old beech, holly, and some old oak trees as well. And I just found this lovely little sit spot here where I could just stop and notice and do what I love doing, which is commune with nature. And I thought I'd just make this video to share with you how I do that. And for those of you that haven't already been on one of my courses and already have had that information shared with you. So this is kind of what I do. I come into a space like this, and the first thing I do when I come in is, or the first thing that happens is really I'm looking around and I'm thinking a lot about, what I could do here, who I could bring here, and all of those things. So I'm in my head. And so what that reminds me to do, as soon as I catch myself thinking about those things, thinking about something in the future or remembering something in the past, what I do is I remember that there is more to me than my thoughts. And so I take a breath, I pause, notice, and then release that breath. And I pause again and notice. And I take another refreshing breath in and pause and notice what I can hear, what I can feel, what I can smell, what I'm sensing. And then I release that breath. And then I notice internally what's going on within me. Am I tuning into any insights? And then I keep that breathing cycle going of refreshing, taking a refreshing breath in, lovely fresh air in this coppice, no pollution in here, it's all fresh oxygen in here. So it's lovely and refreshing and re-energizing when I breathe in. and I can smell all the lovely smells of the woodland. What I'll often do as well, I mean, I can smell it already because there's been a little bit of rain, so the petrichor is coming off the ground. But what I like to do is just rub a stick into the ground to get some of the forest soil. And such a rich smell, because this, there's been no dogs in here, there's been no people in here. This is a really fresh place, and I can't wait to bring people here and introduce them to this, in some ways, intoxicating smell. There is an alcoholic element to this. It's the smell created by all the trillions and trillions of bacteria that live in this soil, that are breaking down the foliage and the dead wood and everything on the forest floor. There's trillions of microorganisms here in their own little ecosystem that are breaking this down so it smells really lovely and fungal. And what science is actually learning now and finding out is that there is a antibiotic, antibacterial quality to this soil. This is the purest soil. This soil is generating the food for all of these trees and has been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years. There's some very old oaks in here and some very old beech in here, and they are living off of the nutrients that are in this soil that have been created by the trillions of bacteria in the soil, these microorganisms breaking down in this lovely cycle of decay and new growth and decay and new growth. And I just love being here, being part of that cycle, actually smelling the richness of that soil. I'm not going to put it in my mouth at this point, although it may well get to my mouth, because I was one of those kids of the 60s where we would go out and we would be in places like this playing. There were no screens and things like that, and only 3 channels on the TV. So we would come out into spaces like this and we would get very dirty. And before I'd washed my hands, they'd already ended up in my mouth for some reason and got into my mouth. So this rich bacteria in the soil here, I have no worries at all about some of that getting into my mouth. And what we now know, what science now knows about this lovely rich soil here, is that has the bacterial quality in it that we need in our gut. And it's not surprising. We used to live in areas like this. Our ancestors, not us, but our ancestors would have lived in areas like this and would have ate in spaces like this and would have got this bacteria in the soil, these trillions of microorganisms in the soil would have got into us, would be on us and in us. And that would be part of our immune system. That would be part of us being able to coexist in a space like this. And so I love coming in here, and I believe that when I smell that smell of the soil, when I get that soil in my hands, when I touch this space, when I hear the birdsong in this space, when I see this space, when I'm connected with my senses to this space, I also feel like I'm connecting to that strong link and alignment with nature that those ancestors of ours would have had. And when that happens, I recognize I'm no longer in my head. I'm now in my senses. I'm now deep in my instinct. I believe instinct is inherited. It's inherent within us. We don't have to learn it. Nobody teaches us this. It's something that's within us, in the same way as a bird knows how to migrate, when to migrate, knows how to build a nest, knows how to look after young, knows when to kick those young out of the nest. Human beings seem to have forgotten about kicking our young out of the nest and letting them fly and letting them be free. We have our young living with us for forever. It's these days, it seems. But nature, in nature, we need to be free. There's a part of our nature that needs that freedom, needs, all of this have to, must, should, ought to, can't, is all we feel, or I feel at least, I feel a rebelliousness against that. I want to push back at all the have tos, musts, can'ts, shouldn'ts. And I think that's my instinct. I think my instinct is to push back at that. I think it's that deep sense within me that it's not healthy for me to be living under conditions of that amount of control. In this environment, our ancestors would have had the freedom to travel, to move, to take what they needed rather than what they wanted, and would have also had that wisdom that instinctive wisdom to work in alignment with a space like this, so that they didn't destroy it, they didn't take too much from it so that it could no longer exist. They would have been living in harmony with a space like this. They would have had that knowledge, and I believe that's still in us. I think we have that instinctive knowledge within us, but it's buried underneath millions and trillions of thoughts and feelings that we have, that buries that instinct. So when I come into a space like this, I want to connect to that instinct, and how I do it is through my experience, through experiencing, through not just the five senses, but also through a deeper sense, a sense of self, a sense of knowing, and a deep sense of direction, where I allow my true nature to guide me through this space. And that's what I endeavor to do with my walks, on my walks, and with my courses, is to tune into that sense of self, direction, purpose, if you like, and help others do that too. And so on my walks here at Campout 2024, I'm going to be bringing people to this space, introducing them to this space, and introducing them to a practice, to a methodology, to help them experience this space through the senses, connect to this space through the heart, get to know and understand this space through the mind, and hopefully then tune into something more than our senses and our feelings and our thoughts. Tune into instinct, intuition. I knew I was going to say that. Tune into what intuition, and through that intuition, tune into insights. Something within us that's able to make sense of what we're experiencing, what we're connecting with, what we're understanding through the mind, that makes sense of that, and from that emerges insight, inner wisdom, and maybe life lessons from nature as well. And in a space like this, I think something really, really special could happen. So if you can come and join us at Campout 2024, if you are free, and I say the dates and the booking will be below this video, I'd love to see you here. If you can't, we're going to be doing these every year, and I'll even be doing versions of this where I live in the Cotswolds near Cheltenham, so people can come and visit me there, and I will be guiding people out to connect and commune with the nature around us and the nature within us as well. Because I believe that when we connect, we care, and what we care about, we protect, we nurture, and we value. And what we protect and nurture and value will grow and will thrive. And there's never been a more important time than right now to connect with nature, to connect with our true nature, and to connect with the nature, the true nature within every other person on this planet as well. So if that resonates with you, if you'd like to join me at Campout, or join me in the Cotswolds on one of my walks, one of my natural mindfulness experiences, get in touch with me. I'll leave details of how you can get in touch with me underneath this video as well. And it will be great to connect at some time soon. We can connect in lovely spaces like this, but we can also connect on my community platform, Nature Connection World. I have a mighty network platform with lots of people in it now, lots of like-hearted, like-minded, like-spirited people who share my passion for sharing nature connection and nature consciousness in that community too. And that's a great way that we can create community, grow nature conscious communities online as well as offline. Okay, so I'm going to spend a few more moments here in this space. I wish you well today. I hope you can get out into nature, into maybe a space like this too, maybe a park, maybe even your garden, and just commune, connect with nature, the nature around you and the nature within you too. I wish you well, and I look forward to connecting with you at some time. Take care now. Goodbye.